Hello, this is Marcus, and in this video I want to show you how to make a checkerboard through HTML. This is a very basic example and a really neat trick using pseudo selectors. So this may be a little technical for those who are not familiar with HTML, but just follow along, and I'm going to be creating some more tutorials in the near future showing you exactly how to make this even more, I guess, more practical. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is first create your HTML document. So I have an index.html right here, and so what I'm going to do is just have my HTML tags right there, and then my head along with the body. Okay, so we're going to have a title here, and we're just going to call it, I'm just going to say checkers. And what we're going to need to do is right here I have this foundation .css. We're going to have to import this. Well, we don't need to, but it helps with the styles. It makes it a little bit easier to, I guess, display the checkerboard. It has some very basic styles that I like to use. It's a very good framework. It's the foundation framework. Okay, so now what we're going to need to do, and we can actually remove this type text CSS. So now we're going to have to make our table. So to create your table, we're just going to go like this, and then we have our t-body like that. And what we're going to need to do next is we need to have our table rows right here, and we're just going to add a couple of these table cells. I'm actually going to stick with 5, and we're going to leave these all empty for right now. And we're going to have, I think we're going to have 5 of these. So let's go 1, 2, so we're at 3 now, 4, and 5. Okay, so we are pretty much done with HTML. And now if we were to actually view this, let me pause this real quick because I have to grab, I have to get some necessary files. So what I just did is I was able to access the index.html file, and actually if you have never worked with HTML before, you can create your HTML document through any basic text editor, and all you have to do is just save it with .html or .htm. And what I've done simply is after I've created this document, all you have to do is drag it from your desktop or wherever you saved it and put it in your browser, and you can even open it up. If you double click it, it should go to your default browser. And so what we see here is there's just our table right here. It may not look like much, but it's a very basic example. If you see how small these are the different table cells right there. So they're very small. So it's sort of like a checkers board. And if I were to possibly add a background color for the table, but what I want to do instead is just assign a default color for the individual table cells. And so here's a really cool trick. What we're going to first do is we're going to make sure that let's see here, actually the table rows, here we go. We're gonna set a default, at least a min width of 50 pixels. Just to make sure that each of these are, at least the rows are going to be at 50 pixels. So we're going to set that like so. So we're styling this. And now we're going to also do the same thing for the table cells. And we're just going to set a default width and height. And so you're going to see it now different. So if I wanted to make this even bigger, let's make this even bigger, just to give you an example. And as you can see now, it's even more clear. In fact, I'm going to make this 150 pixels. I want to go a little crazy on this. Here we go. So that should be a little bit better. And now what we're going to need to do, here's sort of the neat trick, is, and this may be a little confusing, but we're working with pseudo selectors, and there's something in here within CSS. We're actually dealing with CSS right now. This is all in here is CSS. Now the end child, what that pretty much means is we're selecting the specific child table cell. Actually, I got that mixed up. I need to actually have a TD right here. Oh, no, wait a second, my bad. Yeah, we're selecting the individual table rows here. Yeah, I got that confused. So all of these, we're selecting them. We're pretty much saying select all of these, and we're gonna be doing something to a specific one. So the child, we're getting a specific one. What we're gonna do is we're gonna actually put odd for this one. And so what it pretty much means is get every odd one that we see, you know, starting from this one to this and so forth. So we're getting the odd first. And now we're going to do all the table cells. So we're selecting all of these now. And we make that, we're still doing the and child like so. And we're going to have an even, well actually we're going to go with odd. And we're going to give that a background color of black. So we're going to have sort of the black color for the checker board. So let's just save this and reload this so you can sort of see what this looks like. Okay, so this is incomplete, but we still have a little bit more to go. But as you see, what this has done is it's gotten every odd one. It pretty much goes for the odd, all the odd table rows. So this is this one, and this one. And the table rows go down like this. So it's going down like this. So these are, think of these as columns. So there's 5 here. If I removed one of these, then you're going to see the change right here, and it's going to be like that. My bad. I meant up here. It's sort of like columns in reverse. I sort of got that mixed up. So it's if we got rid of 2 of these 2 up here are going to be these 2 are going to be missing now, if that makes sense. And so all of these are just filling up each individual slot here. And what it's doing from here, if we reload the page now, is it's getting every odd one of these. So it's getting this one, so it's getting this one right here. It's getting this one right here, it's making that black, and it's making this one black right here. And so what we need to do now to fill up and finish this is we need to have one more use of these pseudo selectors. And let me just go to nth child here, and even, and background color black. So what we're doing now is we're grabbing all the even rows now. So we're getting these, well actually these right here, my bad. I'm getting these a little confused. I typically don't work with tables. Most of the time it's just divs. But now we're getting all the even ones. We're doing every even row. So we're getting this one right here and this one right here. So what's ending up happening is getting this one and this one, and then this one and this one. So all we have to do is this. And the nice thing is we can actually add on to these, and it'll be able to complete this over and over again. So this is the little neat demonstration of a checkers board. Hopefully you enjoy this. If you have any questions, any other suggestions for future videos, let me know. I look forward to hearing about those, and have a wonderful day. Hopefully this helped, and sorry about the slight inconvenience throughout, well, my misunderstanding for the table. We're just going to call them columns to make it easier. But have a wonderful day. Thank you.